words here, and I've made some minor changes really to the inventory at this point. Is all I've really done. I've also had a lot of bug fixes that you're not going to be able to see, so that's pretty much why it took so long to even do this much. But now, if I go to get, hit store, and I now actually have these numbers next to my bags, which I have two now. Actually, I put a second one in there just for testing, and it actually at this point. You can see that it has 6 out of 6 right now. That's supposed to be the space that it has remaining out of its maximum space. So I can hit enter, and it puts the item in the bag, and there's only 4. I can hit enter, I can move the sword, I can retrieve it into the other bag, and as you can see, it did not list the first bag, the bag that was already in, at all. I can go in, I can see that other bag now has it with the proper space. If I then retrieve it back in my hand, the bag has full space. It's now empty, and it has the correct space and everything. And the other thing that really you'd be able to tell from here is that I can do this. I now have my hands full. I go into my bag. I have this sword in the bag. I look at the sword and I want to retrieve it. Now there's only one place for the sword to go. So if I go to retrieve it, the menu just closes, and I press inventory. It actually now has that sword in the bag. Yeah, it switched which bag it was in immediately. It just automatically did that because there's nowhere else I could have put it. So it was like, okay, well, if you're trying to retrieve it, hopefully you know what you're doing, because I hope you thought that you only had one place to put it, because that's where I'm going to put it. So I mean, I might change that almost, because it's like maybe the player wants to see where they're putting it. Maybe they can say, oh, I only have one other place to put it. I thought that I thought my hands weren't full or something, and they can say cancel and then go back or whatever. I might change that, but that's what it does right now. And then, but eventually, and right now, what it does, let's say that let's go ahead and let's take this sword, put it into this bag. Let's take this sword, put it into this bag. Let's go to get this sword, and now as you can see, it actually lists the bag that's full as someplace I can put the item. This is actually, it's not really a bug so much as just something that's completely not implemented yet. If I go there, bam, now the bag has -2 space. Yeah, that's just not something that's implemented yet. I haven't actually made it keep track of whether or not the bag is full and whether or not to let something be put in there, so I'll do that. This is why, and this is how I'm going to end this with 2 things. First, I'd like to point out, just for curiosity, the bug where getting items, at least I think just getting them from the floor possibly, and actually doing stuff in my inventory in the inventory doesn't do it, but getting items from the floor and into my turn that way, this guy does not move. He doesn't consider that to, like, for some reason he doesn't think that's his turn. This guy moves normally, always. But this guy is like, it's not my turn yet. Unless I actually, like, say, press space to end my turn, or if I move stuff around in my inventory, I think. No, not then even. Yeah, if I press space, though, he'll move around like normal. Like, so I don't know why that is. They do the same exact script to end the turn. I have no idea what that's all about. That's another bug I'll have to fix, but I'll worry about that later. It's not even that important for what we're working on right now. And then also, I'd like to point out I haven't done much, and the fact of the matter is that I don't think it's really all that smart, really, to go ahead, and I don't think I should be doing these twice a week anymore. This is stupid. It's been like the last couple of weeks that I've done this. On Tuesday I don't have that much done, and then Thursday I have even less done because I don't have as much time. It makes which obviously makes sense. But I actually, like, on Wednesdays that's my day off from work. I have more time in theory, and then I end up doing other things and not getting anything done in the game. And then Thursday I kind of scramble to get something done to have an episode. So next week, well, I'm thinking actually now I'm going to schedule these. Thursday makes the most sense for my schedule to have an episode of this. So I'm going to do that next week. Starting next week, there's only going to be a Thursday episode. I wanted to have an episode where I announced that. I didn't want to just sort of, hey, guess what? There's no episode today. Oh no, what is he doing? All of the 4 people, I think it is, that actually watch this might be confused. But yeah, so that's what's going to happen now. Next week, I'm going to have 1 episode on Thursday, so it's going to be weekly episodes, weekly updates of what I'm doing. rather than just this. And then I'm also going to probably go in and I might do some other things, like maybe like retrospectives on old code that I've got, maybe just for fun, something where I can kind of show off what I've done before, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at on this right now. So all that's left, I guess I should lead off with what it is I need to do next. Obviously, I need to make it so that the inventory actually says you can't put something in a bag that's full. If that container is already full, can't do that. Doesn't do that yet. It's gonna not even list it as an option if it's full. It's gonna say here's where you can put that item. Right up here. No, right where the sun don't shine. No, actually, it's gonna say here's where you can put the item, the one that's actually not full. And otherwise, from there, I'm going to add in, hopefully I can get that done by Thursday, and if I do, I should be able to also add in a status page of some kind, and then from there, we'll be going ahead and we'll be adding in new variables for actually keeping track of like stats and attributes for a character, doing that sort of fun stuff, and then maybe actually get to press a button, like a use button, to use the item in your hand, and maybe that would enable you to then attack an enemy. Eventually, the way I envision this is to have it to where you can actually examine other characters. And also, another thing that I'm going to be doing is, and this is something I've already added to my to-do list, is to go ahead and actually make it so that you can click to move instead of using the numpad like it is right now. Maybe also, actually. I've already got the pathing. I can make it so that it can work. And I think that that would actually be more intuitive in spite of what I was hoping to do before, which was kind of make this almost like an action slash turn-based thing where you move around like in turn, like like you're moving around like you're moving a character around like in an action game, and then you press a button to attack, and you select which direction, that sort of thing was how I was going to do it. I'm going to change that pretty drastically, I think, in the end. But for now, I guess that's how it works right now. And also, it's kind of weird the way I actually have it to where you use the arrow keys to control the inventory, and to control the menus, which is only the inventory right now, and a numpad to move. But in any case, yeah, that's all here. That's neither here nor there. Well, it's there maybe. We'll see. But yeah, you should, I guess, if you've managed to watch this far, you should click like, because, I mean, come on. And also, subscribe for more of this, more of other stuff, more new information on, we'll see where we go with this, we'll see what we do with, Let's Plays. I'm finishing one this week, we'll see if I start another one next week or not, and, yeah, you should subscribe to find out. I don't know, we'll see. Thanks for watching, though, and see you next time.